My city. Some say it's somewhere between the twinkle of Canary Wharf's tip and the last drip from a tramp's trouser leg to trickle down a Soho drain. Lower still, to the electric trains that whir through the dark, the fickle haircuts of Hoxton, the markets and their tacky crap.
Fliptie Publishing was started in 2001 after I'd spent some time going to a lot of poetry readings in London and thinking I'd seen some really good poets and they all weren't published. I couldn't take their work home to bed with me.
I think the Arts Council came to hear about Fliptie by reputation first, before we actually got in contact with Nii. A reputation for producing really innovative pamphlets and published works of not just live literature artists, which nobody else at the time was doing, but also kind of new and exciting voices that hadn't found a place elsewhere in mainstream publishing.
I hadn't come from an academic sort of background or anything like that. And Nii Parkes, who runs Fliptie, was firmly entrenched in the scene, and he was he had already published 3 other poets that he had sort of discovered and found on the London live literature scene, and we just got chatting about the possibility of bringing a book out, and I sent him some poems, and we just went with it from that, really.
Many more people see our authors reading and talk about them and feel inclined, because of that relationship that they've developed by watching the author in person read, to go and make an effort to read the books rather than just walk past the books and think, this has nothing to do with my life or this has nothing to do with me.
The ghosts of rippers, working girls, the smog, the river, of course the river. It's up to you whether you picture the sunlit glitter of its surface, or maybe deeper, the sand, gangsters' bones, yesterday's litter.
We were looking at getting as much value for money as possible out of our funding, and I think Mouthmark, for example, one of the imprints, cost about £350 to produce just one title, which is really quite extraordinary.
The books are done without lamination. They have an illustrated cover that looks like brown paper, and the printing is black and brown, so it's 2 colors. They're up to 36 pages, is particular size, so we're able to negotiate with the printers to print at a certain cost. So all of these things, it seems like a very stylized series, but all the style is to cut costs, and I find that fascinating.
Tonight's recommendation is my bed. If not, bollocks, buy an A to Z.
We sell our books online. We have our own online store, but we also sell through the major outlets like Amazon, Gardeners. Gardeners is one of the main distributors in the UK. So through Gardeners, we sell to Borders, to Waterstones, and of course we get things into libraries.
We are absolutely delighted at the way that Fliptie has developed through its imprints, its many live events, and no doubt has many, many more readers than it used to, and long may that continue.
My vision for Fliptie in the next few years is to see our international profile grow, to build the fiction list, which is my responsibility, and to remain true to our ethos of getting literature out to the masses at the lowest cost possible. I believe we have everything in place to make this happen, and I'm totally committed to this.